Okay. All right. So my bun is always crooked. Oh boy, I don't know. I always start on this side. So I probably pulled this piece over too far when I'm making my little bun. Anyway, I just got finished doing a healing and it was really awesome. I really enjoyed it. I worked on a young lady and I don't want to get all into her beeswax, but it was really awesome. And I actually I did a different kind of healing that I don't think I've done it on anybody or used this tool. I don't know. I don't know. It's vaguely feeling like I might have used it once. I don't really even recall. I think I did. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. Sometimes when I'm doing healing work and stuff, I don't recall everything that happened. Um, and I might not remember everything that was said in the session. So for those of you who work with me, um, that happens to me regardless. Anyway, sometimes where I don't remember stuff, but just know that, that's kind of normal for me to not quite remember. Cause I know sometimes people come to me and they're like, yeah, remember when you told me da 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 da? And I'm like, no, I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm just going to put on some music just so I can hear some tones while I am talking. And a one, here we go. Here's something tranquil. Always a commercial, right? I tell you, YouTube. Okay, so here's some little tranquil music just for me to hear so I can stay in my little peaceful state. Anyway, so it was really a great session. I was like, wow. So anyway, so I used this tool that was given to me, and I won't say from where. It was just a divine gift that I received. And that was a story in itself, but I won't even get into that. Because there are parts of that I'm supposed to not share. So I won't even get into that. But I was told during the session today to use that tool. Let me lower this a little bit so you can look at me directly. So anyway, so I was told during the session to use the tool. So it was really interesting and healing. So the way it was used through me, because I work with the divine. So when I do work, I feel like God is working through me. And so the way it was used with the young lady was on physical ailments and emotional ailments. And it kind of just went in and did a progressive healing. That's what it was called, a progressive healing. So it wasn't like usually when I do a progressive healing, like a healing that's not going to be like instant, it's going to be like over time. And that, like, I don't know beforehand if your healing is going to be instantaneous or over time. And I don't know what it depends on, to be quite honest. I don't think it depends on your faith, even though it probably could. But I think, I don't know. Like I did a healing on this lady who was having knee pain, cortisol shots in the knees. I've told this story before. And for years, she's having this knee pain, couldn't walk up the steps really well. And we did the healing one time and she was good, for months. Didn't need a shot or anything. She came back another time and then she was good. She hadn't been back since. She's good. I even checked on her like a year later, 2 years later. Good. So you would think like for a pain like that, where you're thinking you might need to get knee replacements or something, for that kind of pain to go away, that's powerful. And you would think for a physical thing like that, maybe it would be a progressive healing, or maybe you'd have to come see me 50 times. I don't know. But then with this gift, this healing, that was done today, um, I was hearing that it it goes in and it continues to work. So it's not that the healing will happen like over time. It's like actually working with her over time. Kind of like the healing, like like healing was put in her to keep working. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. But I thought that was kind of cool. You know, I mean, but that's the communication that I got, that the healing kind of is in her, is going to continue to work. Kind of like you took some medication, like the depot shot, right? People would get that depot shot. I never got that, but people would get the depot shot, and like it's a form of birth control, and it would uh work for 6 months, or I don't know, like you get one shot and then it worked for a year, or I really don't recall how long those things work, because I heard about them many years ago when they first came out. And anyway, so yeah, so I guess it'd be something like that, like getting a shot, and that shot just lasts for a long time, right? And keep on working. Maybe like an immunization, right? Maybe this is like a healthy immunization, an immunization that's not gonna kill you or make you have autism or whatever else, you know, these stupid ass. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll probably keep that to myself. Anyway, so I just had that healing, and it was so much fun. And it was really awesome. I really thank God. I'm so excited. So after the session, I decided to pull some cards for me. And those of you who know me know I'm not a tarot reader. And I'm just kind of getting into cards. I think these cards are cool, right? So I usually just use my intuition. The cards help you to me, I guess the cards help you to formulate the intuition or guide you. They're a guide, right? Um, I went, like, I've been intuitive, but when I was younger, I didn't know it. And then when I started to learn about my gifts, the way I was taught, I didn't use physical tools. So I remember one time I had to do a fair, and it was a psychic fair. That was part of my training. I had to do a fair every month, and so somebody came in and wanted a tarot reading, and I'm looking like so. I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" You know, I don't know nothing about no daggone tarot, and so the right reverend, I don't know which one, came over to me. Hi, Rorree. Um, and so she said, this lady would like a tarot reading. And I was just like, okay, like trying not to feel like a nutty buddy, you know? And so I tarot, like really? So I didn't know what I was doing. I took the cards and I might have laid them out. I might have just shuffled the cards and I like laid out some cards. I might have laid out, I don't know. I don't even know how many cards I laid out. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, no daggone tarot. So I laid out some cards and I was like, okay. And so I just took my hands and I hovered over the card. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was looking at that card like, oh, hell no, I ain't gonna be able to read that. I don't know what the heck is on this card, okay? And so I just hovered my hand over the card and I did a reading on that lady, and my reading was on point. I ain't know what the heck those cards meant, but I just said whatever was coming to me. And we was all good, and the lady was really satisfied. I was like, I'm glad you satisfied, because I don't know what the hell I was doing. And to this day, I don't know how to do cards, okay? But I got these cards. I like oracle cards and I like angel cards, okay? Oracle cards and angel cards. I don't understand it. I haven't learned a tarot. My girlfriend was talking to me the other day. Um, she was saying she's in a tarot class, but she has always like understood the tarot deck and all of that stuff. I just think they're pretty. I be wanting them just because they're pretty, and you know, don't ask me what the heck they talking about or how to do a spread. All them dang cards all over the place. I'm like, oh my god, I don't understand it. I applaud all of you who have mastered that. I use me. I'd be like, look, what is it saying? So anyway, so after the healing session today with the wonderful young lady, I pulled some cards for myself. So I had some questions. I was like, let's see how these cards work. I'm using oracle cards. And so I shuffled the cards and stuff. And I had some specific questions. I won't get into my questions, but they were about my path. And I pulled this one, and it's called. It's pretty. And it's this lady, and she's got this flowing outfit on, and it's like a hot pink, like a, I don't know, hot pinky color, right? And the card is pretty. Like, look at all those pretty colors. Okay, so she's got this color on, and she's headed towards this big door. Big door. And then in the background, I could see, oh, look at that. Walls, like she's walking down this corridor. Wow. So I'm gonna just say this. Like, if there was a place where they house the Akashic records, and it was this wonderful looking place with engraved carvings on the walls, and like that's what these walls look like that are in here, or with like hieroglyphs or something. No, this is very interesting. What are these? Anyway, so she's walking down this hall, and then up above you could see like the cosmos through the door. It looks like she's going out into the universe. She's stepping out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It looks like she is walking into her fabulousness, her newness of life, into a wonderful path. It looks like she is on a fabulous path journey. Okay, so I pulled this card, and it says soul gifts and training. Soul gifts, SOUL, gifts and training. It's time to step up. Yep. And what it said, I mean, when I read, because I don't know what the heck what they say the card means on top of all of that. But what they said the card meant, and I mean, that was just right on time. It really, really was. It's really time to step up. I pulled some other cards from another deck that were right on time. That was really wonderful. So, and the interesting thing is that's where my journey has been leading me, to do more of this, to do more of the healing, to do more of the training, to do more of the retreats and the workshops and everything. And I've been like sticking my toe out there saying, okay. But I haven't done any marketing. I just, deal with my repeat clients, and I don't go to get any others. And I was like, you know what? I'm here for a reason, and I know what my purpose is. I know why I'm here. I know who I am. I know what gifts I possess. I know more is coming. God continues to work with me. I continue to grow and be strengthened. And I do his work. I work, and I you know, I love doing the healing work. So, yeah, it's time, y'all. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of me because the format that I'm doing a lot of my sessions in is now video. And, you request a session and then I'll do it. And then I'll send it to you. And I'm doing that now because then I can still have my time freedom and I don't have to be bound by a clock. And that way I can be diverse. I can do diverse things and still feel like I have freedom. One of the cards that I pulled, you got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Boundaries are one of the things that I struggle with, and it talked about it was. I felt like that was talking about me because because I give all the time. I give 100% all the time. I give. I probably give more than that, but it's only 100% out there. But I give and I help and I go above and beyond the call of duty all the time. And it doesn't matter, it doesn't, what matters is you. What matters is the person that is in need. And I do that in spite of myself. So I've been working on my boundaries. And this has been a journey for me to work on my boundaries. I've had to release, release things in my life that were not serving my highest good, even if I like them. Because if I know something's not serving my highest good or someone or whatever, then I have to release it, and boundaries are a thing because, you call me, email me, you have an issue or whatever, I'm there. Okay, I'm there to serve. But then, then I neglect self. And so I've been working on that. So I'm not as available as I once was because I've had to work on boundaries. I've had to work on self. And if you get upset because of that, then you have to work on yourself because that's not my problem. So, but one thing I wanted to share, because I was in a workshop today and it was really good. I was learning about autism, how to work with children with autism. So it was really good. But at the end, the trainer told a story, and I'll probably screw it up. I should have probably looked the story up or something. I'm sure it was probably like in Chicken Soup for the Soul or something. But anyway, let me see if I can get this story right, because I wanted to share this story. I shared all that other stuff, and I really came to share this one story with you because I thought it was so good. So let me think of this story, because it reminded me of something that was kind of along the lines of the cards I pulled for myself. Okay, so there was this guy, and he was from Mexico. Okay, so there was this Mexican fisherman, all right? And he would go out on his little boat and he'd go fishing. And so he'd go fishing early in the morning and he'd fish for a couple of hours. And then he'd catch however many fish he would catch. And then he'd bring them back to the docks. And then there were these people there that would buy the fish, and they were like the middlemen. They would buy the fish and then they would sell the fish to the manufacturers. So they kind of, it's like a chain gang, right? So the guy went out, he came to the shore. He would do this every day. This is part of his little routine. And he went, and one of the guys was there, and he said, hey, you didn't get a whole lot of fish today. Why don't you go back out? Why don't you spend some more time, go get some more fish? And so the fisherman, he said, well, no, I'm not going to go back out because I've got enough fish. I've got enough fish. I'm satisfied that the amount of fish that I got is good enough for me and my family. I'm satisfied. And so the guy goes, you don't bring in a whole lot of fish. You know what you should do? No, 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 no. Let me back it up. I told you I was gonna mess the story up. Okay. So he says, you should go out, you should get some more fish. And then he goes, no, because after this, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do something, hang out with my wife or something. No, no, no. What did he say he was going to do? Maybe he's going to go home and eat. Okay. So he's going to go home and eat. I might fudge some of the story because the point of the story is not this part. Okay. So I'm going to go home and I'm going to make me a nice meal. And then at 2 o'clock, I'm going to have a siesta with my wife and spend some time with my wife. And then at 4 o'clock, I'm gonna go for a walk and do this with the kids. And then at 8 o'clock, I'm gonna meet the guys and have a good old time. And we're gonna drink some whatever. Okay, we're gonna just go have a good old time, right? And then and play mariachi, right? I think he said something like that, right? With the mariachi band or something. I don't know. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And I pretty much do this every day. I just, I enjoy my life. I'm having a wonderful life. And so the guy goes, but you could be making so much more money because, if this is what you should do, really, you should come out a little earlier and stay a little later and catch a little bit more fish. And then you can make enough money to buy a bigger boat. And then you can have a couple people be fishing with you. And then y'all can catch more and more fish. You know what I mean? And you might then buy a few more boats. And then y'all, you out there, you got all these fish. And now you don't have to come to me anymore. You could go straight to the manufacturer, right? And you take all those fish and now, you can get to the point where you're making like millions of dollars. Yeah. And then after you do that, well, the guy was like, well, how long do you think it'll take me to get to that point? Well, it might take you about 10, 15 years. Yeah, that's not long. And then after you get to that point, you're making millions of dollars, then you could maybe sit back and step back a little bit, and then maybe you might even want to sell the business. Yeah. And then after you sell the business, maybe it'll be about 20 years or so by this time, you could sell the business, and then you could take the time to you could take time off then and, hang out with your wife and stuff. Yeah. And that's how the lady ended the story. And I said, well, damn. I had to think about my life because in the past, I was always on a mission. I'm on a mission all the way to heaven, heaven, heaven. I was always on a mission. I mean, if you ask anybody that knew me, they would they would just say I was a go-getter. I was always on a mission. When I was a coach, I was a coach and I was in business, they would call me the hammer because I'd whip that hammer out. Let's do it. No excuses. Mm-mm. No, that's excuse. I'd be like, what? Is that an excuse? That was me, right? No. I was Miss Solve It. If there's a problem, there's a solution. And I was the solution lady. I would, in the past, I've had businesses, multiple businesses at a time. And I could run all those jokers, you know what I mean? And, you know, I've had a mortgage firm. I was a mortgage broker in California. That was well. I had several agents, loan officers, not agents. I was doing loans. I had several loan officers under me. That was doing super fantastic. You know, two of them were Hispanic, so we really were able to tap into the Hispanic community. And then, you know, and then I had several, you know what I mean? I had a whole full-fledged mortgage firm, and it was awesome. I loved it. You know, I made some good money, and that was side money. Okay. I was just overseeing and making sure the systems worked properly and everything, you know what I mean? And all the while I had a whole big old business over here doing real estate and land development, you know? I did training. I trained people. I trained thousands of people, coached thousands of people to have success. And I should say to have success in life, because those people to this day still remember the principles that I've taught them. They still remember things that I've taught them, so much so that they throw them back at me. You know, one young lady was trying to recruit me for this thing the other day. I think she got mad at me. She thought I was putting her down, but I really wasn't. She said, she was telling me, she said, this don't sound like the Rorree that I know. And I was like, girl, I've changed. You know what I mean? I've grown. I am not that same person. And she was trying to get me to do this opportunity with her, and it seemed like a decent opportunity, and you know, you can make some money at it, but I didn't want to do it. And I decided years ago that I'm not doing anything anymore that I'm not passionate about. I'm not. I refuse. I'm not. You know what I mean? I know why I'm here. You know what I mean? I know why I'm here. I know why I came back. You know, I know why I incarnated into this body. I know why I'm here today in 2020. I know where my spirit has been before it was in this body. I know who I am. I know. I know what my purpose is. I know what my path is. So if you know what your path is and your purpose is, why are you going over here, over there, over here, over there? You know what I mean? I can make money all over the place. You know what I mean? But I feel as though I should be more selective in where I put my energy. You know, remember those boundaries? I told you I got a problem with boundaries. You know what I mean? I don't do that no more. I know why I'm here. So when I listened to that story, I said, wow. I used to be a hustler, a go-getter, doing 50 things at a time. I used to be the $6 million woman. Yeah, you know, I did. And when I was that person, I wasn't even the happiest I could be. I wasn't. And it wasn't anybody's fault. You know what I mean? I just was like, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. That was the problem. And I was making money. I was, you know, but also being a hustler, stone cold hustler, being a hustler, that used to be my song, right? Being a hustler, it's too much. You know, it takes too much energy. You be all over the place. Your mind is splintered when you're doing this and that. You know, I already do enough things. And I have to compartmentalize everything that I do. And I know my limits and I set my boundaries. And I know right now I don't desire to go do some money making opportunity, you know. a little business of somebody else's. I'm not doing that right now. Not that there's anything wrong with it, because I've done that many, many years, been quite successful at it. I just don't want to do that anymore. You know what I mean? I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's what I'm doing. So I say all that to say, as a millionaire, I wasn't the most happy. I was fine. I wasn't sad. You know what I mean? But I feel better right now. I feel like I'm a trillionaire in my spirit, in my body, in my mind, in my soul. That's how I feel. I feel love. I feel like I am love. I I mean, I feel wonderful. You know what I mean? I don't I don't have anything to complain about. I shouldn't say it like that. I have plenty of things that I could complain about. I do. But I'm not complaining about them. I feel like the fisherman. I would love to have the millions again. But I'm a trillionaire up in here. In here, I'm already there. You know what I'm saying? And I used to teach people, um, one of the terms is fake it till you make it, but you have to act as if you already have it. If you want a mate, act as if you already have a mate. You know what I mean? Take yourself out to the movies when they open back up. Okay. Because I could only crack up laughing about this. Some people are depressed, they're crying about this whole pandemic, I'm gonna call it. Whatever. I am not depressed. I am not sad. Whatever. You just change the way you do things. You know what I mean? I don't walk around with a mask on 24/7. People be having masks on in their house, in their cars. What the hell? Do you know you can't breathe out them jokers? Okay. Do you know that when you were in high school, I think you learned this in high school. You might have learned it in elementary school. I homeschool. I don't even know when you learn this. I have to think back. But and I said I homeschool. I homeschool my daughter. So I'm trying to think, when did she learn that? But when you exhale, what do you exhale? Everybody, what do you exhale? Do you exhale oxygen? No, you inhale oxygen, right? So you exhale carbon dioxide, right? So you got your freaking nose and freaking mouth covered up. The hell, stupid ass foolishness. Just crazy. What the hell? What are you breathing? Ooh, just stupid. This is the dumbest thing on the freaking planet, okay? On every planet. This is the dumbest thing in the universe, okay? Just stupid. Walking around with damn things on all the time. I mean, because you're what are you doing to your bodies? Even those people who work with them things on, oh, gee willikers. Woo! I remember when they started having dialysis clinics everywhere, like McDonald's, like everywhere you look. Damn, that must be the big business now, dialysis. I wonder why. Yeah, we know why. There are medications that this medication causes this side effect, this one causes this. Dialysis. Okay, so anyway. There are other reasons why you may need dialysis. I'm just making light of the situation that is not funny at all. But I feel like after this foolish year, of wearing these foolish ass masks, especially when you don't even have a vent on it, when you don't have a little circle thing on it, the vent thing, especially when you don't have those. We're going to have some other kind of clinic, like an oxygen clinic, okay? People going to be going to the oxygen clinic to breathe, okay? The inhalers, they're going to be having inhalers and shit. You know, people going to be wearing oxygen packs because they done fucked their bodies up with these dumbass masks. Woo! And then, okay, so those of you who have the mask with the little circle thing, the little vent, make sure, because some of the masks with the little vent have a plastic piece inside the vent that you can't see unless you're paying attention. And you have to take it out. Take a tweezer, because that's the only way you can really pull that joker out, and it's going to rip up while you're trying to take it out. But take a tweezer and grab it and just pull it out until you have all of it out of that stupid thing that you're supposed to be getting some oxygen from. So, but I mean, still, you're still having a barrier on the whole. But anyway, I digress. Show enough digress. Okay, so anyway, I totally relate with the story, because you don't have to have millions. You could already be there. You know what I mean? And I am already there. You know, what's above trillion? I don't even know. Quadrillion. You know, I'm a quadrillionaire. You know, I'm already that. You know what I mean? No material things make me that. I am that. So when the paper comes, well, everything going digital now. So when the digital numbers start increasing in zeros, you know, pushing their way up to the million, billion, trillion, quadrillion status. Because I'm already there. You know what I mean? So be there. You know, that man, that fisherman was already there. This man trying to give him a wacky old, you know, 40 plan, you know, that's foolish plan that they sold us on. Go to school and get dumb degrees, take 40 years, pay them damn loans off. And hopefully they do that debt forgiveness and forgive all them damn stupid loans, okay? So anyway, but you know, so this dude, this middleman Fisher dude, he is trying to make this man who was happy. That was a happy life. He get to wake up. He obviously likes fishing, so he gets to wake up and go do something he likes and make some money. And that money is affording him the opportunity to wake up, go fishing, sell those fish. You know, he gets to sell them. You know what I mean? It's not like he's stuck with fish. Even if he was, guess what he can do? Eat them. Okay. But he's selling his fish, taking his money, taking it home. He has a family. He has a wife and children. He gets to eat breakfast with his family. He gets to have a hacienda with his wife. Or what is it called? What is it called? A hacienda? Whatever. At 2:00 in Mexico and in New Mexico, where they take a break at 2:00. Who the hell wouldn't want to do that? Okay. I would love that to be my schedule. To go to work and you be finished work in the morning. You start in the morning, you finish in the morning. You get to eat a nice little breakfast, go work out. You know, go spend time with your mate. Do what you want to do. 2:00 is our time, you know. Then at 4:00, you go do something else you like to do. Spend time with your children. And then, yeah, because they might be coming home from school or whatever, unless you're homeschool, whatever. And then at 7:30, whatever, you go out, hang with your friends, have a nice time for a couple hours, and you come back home, spend time with your wife. And then tomorrow, you go do it again. But wouldn't you like to do that again? So many people, they wake up with the alarm clock and they have to push off to a job that they hate. Even if you like your job, you still got to be punching somebody's clock, doing probably some stupidness, you know. And then you know, you get your lunch break. Half y'all smoke because you're stressed out. So you get your smoke break. And then you got to get in the traffic. But dang, do we got traffic anymore? I don't even know. Is there traffic out there still with all this shutdown? It might not be in traffic anymore. I don't know about that. But I remember when I used to have to be in traffic, I remember at one point it would take me 2 hours to get to work. I felt like I needed to get some Depends because the ride was so damn long, you know. So anyway, so this man is doing this. He is waking up, doing what he wants to do, what he loves to do, spending time with his family, working, doing something he enjoys, spending time with his family. He's able to afford his home and everything and their lifestyle that they're enjoying. Uh-huh. And he's not a millionaire. But guess what? I bet you he feel like one in spirit. He feel like a trillionaire, just like me, a quadrillionaire, just like me in spirit. That's how he feels. You know what I mean? And this dude over there, he on a crazy plan. He probably trying to be the manufacturer. You know, he the in between person. He probably moved up from being a fisher. Now he the, you know. So that to me that was so insightful because it really made me take a look at my life, and it made me take a look at where I am right now and what it is I want to do. And although I definitely could have more, but I'm happy. You know, I am happy. I get to do what I enjoy. I really do. My schedule is not based upon nobody but me. I make my schedule. And if I don't want to talk to anybody, I don't. Okay? I don't. Because I don't have to. You know, I I homeschool my daughter. We have fun with that. You know, we have fun with the curriculum. I didn't think I would like that, but I do. You know, I get to teach her things I want to teach her. What we're getting ready to do this book um, called Melanin. She need to learn about who she is. So we're gonna read the book together called Melanin, and we're gonna do a little project with the book. We're calling it Science because it is science. Science is history. You know, I teach her different things. You know, she gets to learn about what I think she should be learning about. So this foolish school system that some foolish person set up to dumb us down like doorknobs. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But I came to share that story because I want you to reflect on your life. And if you don't feel like a trillionaire, if you don't even feel like a thousandaire, you might need to work on that, you know, because money does not bring you happiness and money doesn't bring you life satisfaction. You know, that comes from inside here. And this inside here is connected to God Almighty. So also, you know, I work with my ancestors. My ancestors work with me. They've been working with me forever, but I've been working with them, I should say, for maybe, I don't even know how long, since maybe 2000, I don't know. When did I start working with my ancestors intentionally, I should say? I don't know. Uh, uh, Maybe 12 years, not that long, maybe 12 years. And but work with your ancestors, work with God, and find peace and joy within. Find love within. That's another reason a lot of people are sad and depressed. It's because they don't have love. They don't have the love that they desire. They don't have the relationship that they desire. But you have to find this love first. And if you haven't done that first, then even if you find a person, it still might not be a healthy unit until you find the love inside. So that's something that to me, that's a first step to being a trillionaire inside or a quadrillionaire. Okay, that's a first step. Loving yourself. Sometimes we always want it to come from outside. You know what I mean? Your answers are not outside, they're in here. What you need is in here, all up in your space. And you can create that space however you want it to be. So if you want it to be a happier space, then start focusing on that. Because where you put your energy, that's what's going to grow for you. So if you put your energy into being miserable, then you're going to get some more reasons to be miserable, you know? Sometimes I have to shut it down. Sometimes hearing from certain people trigger me. I feel like it's the spirit in them. Even though the people may like me, maybe their spirit doesn't. How about that? So, so they may think they like me, but their spirit has a conflict with my spirit. And sometimes you can hang around people who are low vibrating beings and they can permeate your space. So even if you do like someone because you associate with negative beings, that shit gonna jump off on you. And then I feel it because I'm empathic. So I feel shit. I feel stuff when I read it. I feel stuff like you send me an email. I feel all of it. Okay. So if you're angry when you send me an email, I know. If you just finished talking about me, I know. If you love me, I know. If you care about me, I know that too, you know, because I feel it. I can feel it. I don't even have to read what it says. I could see your name and feel you. I'm just that I feel. I can feel very well. And sometimes I don't like it because I can see right through you. Because you can be, and I see right through you. I see, I can see it. I can see it and I feel it. And I'll be like, oh boy, you know. And so anyway, I don't know where'd that come from? But start with loving yourself. And if you don't know how to love yourself, just inbox me and let me know that you don't know how to love yourself and ask for help. You know, either send me a message, but I mean, some of the first steps are finding things that you like about yourself or that you love about yourself. Write down something, write them down, write down what you're good at, you know, what you, um, let's see, what else could you do? Those are physical things you can do, like mental things. Um, you could also show yourself some love. And you can do that by breathing. You can go outside. I was going to say you can go outside and take some deep breaths of fresh air, but is the air really fresh? I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. You know what I mean? I mean, you got the chemtrails and you got the whatever they want to spray on us, the cucarachas, they be spraying on us and causing us to have these cucarachas and, you know, sticking to, you know, whatever. So, yeah, but you can say a prayer and then go outside. You know how you say your grace and you pray over the food before you eat it? And you pray over the person that prepared your food. You might want to pray over that air before you go breathe it in. Because you know what the hell these fools in this daggone world have done. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But you can take some deep breaths. You can do some breath work. You know, I like unconscious wellness, unconscious healing, meaning you heal yourself on a subconscious level. Like you can do some breath work and actually heal. You can breathe and become more enlightened. You know, there's some breath techniques that I teach that you could do for 7 to 10 minutes every morning, and you'll notice yourself shifting and changing. You know, I remember this one breath technique that I used to do. I tell you, I gotta get back into all my practices. But I used to do this one technique, and I'm cyclical. Like there'll be one season I do breath work. One season I do a whole bunch of different kind of meditation. One season I do chanting. And then one season, I don't know, you know, I might go back around. There's some seasons when I like doing healing work. There's some seasons that I like writing. And there's some seasons that I like teaching, training. You know, I go through my seasons. So I don't do healing work all the time. I know the seasons when I don't feel like being bothered with people. There's seasons that I heal me. I have to heal myself. So I can't be healing you because I got to heal me. You know what I mean? So that I'll be able to heal you, you know? So anyway, so the breath work. You'll get to a point with this one particular technique, and I think I teach it in one of my videos where, and I teach it live. It's part of my retreats as well. But anyway, you get to this point where you feel like you're in a movie. Like you feel like you're watching yourself do what you're doing. Like you can, like you're right now, you're like present. It like makes you so present with where you are. Um, I feel like it creates more oneness with Source, with the Almighty. I feel like it creates more cohesive oneness where you're so connected that you can see what you're doing before you even go to do it, you know? So, yeah. So you could do breath work. You could breathe. These are ways that your body will start to be more in tuned with higher vibrations, and you'll start to feel that love, you know? You can do some heady things like affirmations to feel love, you know? Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to call myself quadrillionaire Rorree. Oh boy. Anyway, I don't have anything else. I just wanted to share that with you guys today. And I talked a whole hole in your head. So thank you for listening. I want to do some lives too. Okay, so I have this whole thing all planned out. I was working on it the other day. That's why it was interesting, the cards I pulled. And this is the last thing I'm going to say, I think. I think this is the last thing I'm going to say. But so I, what the hell was I just, what the hell? What I'm going to be doing. My thoughts keep like, blah, like they jump out and jump right back in. Okay, so these are things that I'm thinking about doing. Like, I like these little cards, right? Even though I don't do tarot, right? But I like these cards. And I feel like, I was like, I don't want to do a tarot reading, like do cards and do tarot readings, because then I have to go on a big old learning curve to learn all those cards. You know, it's 52 cards. No, I don't have time for that right now. Well, I don't choose to do that right now, but I like my little oracle cards. So maybe what I will do is like pull some cards for the week, for what the week would be like. Maybe I could do that. Like what the week is going to be like for whomever is going to watch you know, whoever's going to watch. Like, so maybe I can kind of like feel the energy of those who are going to be attracted and know, like, do a reading on that. Maybe that's the kind of reading I could do. I don't know. If you have some suggestions, let me know. I also, another thing that I want to do is I'm definitely going to do more healing work. I still don't know about marketing. That's not one of the things I love to do. You know what I mean? So, but I do feel like I will take some new clients and do more healing work because I love that. And that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Um, and what else did I want to do? I want to do lives and just chat with you guys and have fun with that. And like Zoom sessions, that would be fun. I love doing Zoom. I also want to continue teaching because I do coach people who are trying to enhance their abilities, you know, their gifts. And so I teach people who feel like or think they have intuitive gifts and they want to learn how to use them. Or I work with people who are gifted and maybe they're just finding out they could have been under psychic attack or feel like they're bipolar, schizophrenic, whatever. Um, and, you know, we may realize that they are not and they're just having a spiritual gift. So um, I want to continue doing that. I do that and that's fun. And we do that on Zoom. Um, and in Discord. We do that in Discord and in Zoom. So I feel like those are the things I'm going to focus on and have some fun with. But I'm going to do some lives though. And that's going to be fun. And spend time in the Totally Rorree private community. That's fun too. We have one of the communities that's on Facebook and then one that's in Discord. So the Discord one is a paid community. That one is a low fee per month. Right now it's only $11.11 because I like 11.11. Okay, I paused for a second because my brother came in. But anyway, so let's see. The private community, that's 1111. And we have a private community on Facebook as well. We do fun stuff in the communities. And then I put it on pause for a little while too, because I told you I go through my seasons. So there are, you know, there are definitely seasons where I put the different things on pause. And I'll let y'all know because I like to stay balanced. Plus I'm a Gemini and, you know, Geminis are usually multifaceted beings. We like doing different things or whatever. So I keep my spirit alive and happy by doing different things and having fun doing what I love. Okay, so yeah, so the Facebook group is there. We don't do as much in there. But anyway, definitely like the video if you liked it. And I got to get into that. You know, I'm not into that like and share and all that, but like and share. Oh boy, that used to be Kato. Kato would do that. He put all the stuff on the videos. He was excellent when we were doing that on the Grind and the Mars and Venus series. That was so much fun. I've got to do another series like that. That was so cool. Maybe I'll do a series with the cards. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out this card thing. Like, what? Y'all tell me. Give me some advice. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Because I feel like I want to do something with cards and have some fun with cards or something. I don't know. I used to do my cards. I made a deck of cards called Prospermation cards. That was my little creation. Prospermations. Daily prospermations. So anyway, so I got these prosperity cards. They're the prosperity formula. And so you would shuffle the cards and pick out one or three or whatever. And so I did a little series on those. I was pulling one of those and I talk about it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that again. I don't know. Give me some suggestions what you guys think. And you know what? On that note, I will be here all night. But on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for tuning in and having some fun laughing with me today. All right. Stay safe. Have a wonderful day or night. And Ashe. Ashe. Peace.